Hi guys, my name is Dr. Haroon. I am a cosmetic doctor who specializes in non-surgical aesthetic treatments. In today's video, we will be talking about how and why some treatments end up looking unnatural or fake, and what you can do to avoid this from happening. The number one concern for clients who come and see me for aesthetic treatments is that they do not want to look fake or unnatural. They may have seen someone on social media or someone within their social circle that has had either too much of a particular treatment or the treatment hasn't been done correctly, and they would want to avoid these outcomes at all costs. Let's firstly unpack why someone's treatment might look unnatural. The reason that someone's treatment may look unnatural is that the changes that have been made do not fit in with the bounds of normal human anatomy, normal human expression, or normal human features. It's important to mention that this can happen with Botox and with dermal fillers. For example, if someone was to have too much Botox in the forehead, they might not be able to raise their eyebrows even 1 millimeter. As you know, raising your eyebrows is part of normal human expression. If someone tells you something surprising, it's very normal for your eyebrows to raise, even a little bit. If they do not move at all, however, then this might start to look unnatural. In my opinion, a good result for Botox treatment in the forehead area is for there to be a reduction in the lines and wrinkles. However, there should still be some movement of the eyebrows. Why? Because this is part of normal human expression. Another example we commonly see is too much or incorrectly placed dermal fillers in the lips. We've all seen it. Overfilled lips that have lost their natural shape, contours, and definition. The lips are an enclosed compartment, which means that there is only a certain amount of filler that you can place in them before it starts to negatively impair the way that the lip looks and the way that the lip functions. Yes, fuller lips are a sign of youth and beauty. However, there are many other factors which make lips beautiful, including the shape and definition of the lips. If too much filler is added to the lips, you may compromise the shape of the lips simply for more volume, which means you might be making your lips less beautiful in order to have bigger and bigger lips. And why does this look unnatural? Because it is not part of normal human anatomy, therefore it stands out, and usually not in a good way. In my experience, 1 to 2 mils of dermal filler in the lips over multiple sessions, never more than 1 mil at a time, is usually enough to enhance the lips but still keep them looking natural. With that being said, everyone is slightly different and will have different requirements depending on their anatomy. One quick note about volumes and amounts of filler. In the right hands and the right candidate, even 10 mils of filler can look natural. However, in the wrong hands or the wrong candidate, even 1 mil can look unnatural. This is why it's important to choose a medical practitioner who is experienced and has a history of natural looking results. The commonest reason that someone's treatment looks fake or unnatural is because the practitioner that they went to did not have the right level of skill and expertise to deliver an impactful enough result whilst keeping the results natural. Unfortunately, in the UK, the aesthetics industry is like the Wild West. Pretty much anyone can carry out these treatments, and there is no laws that are in place to stop non-medical practitioners from carrying out these medical procedures. If I wanted to, the next time my postman comes to my house, I could ask them to do my filler or Botox treatments, and in the UK, there is no law that's stopping them from doing so. No medical training, no medical background, but the law says that they can carry out these treatments and have access to buy the products. But just because it's legal, it does not mean that it's okay, and you're more likely to have a negative outcome when you go to someone who is not a medical practitioner. In a future video, I'll be discussing the problems within the UK regarding aesthetics and the lack of regulation in a lot more detail. But for today, I do believe the biggest reason that treatments look unnatural is because literally anyone is allowed to carry them out, regardless of your background or level of experience. Another common reason that treatments look unnatural is that practitioners find it difficult to say no to the client. Just because someone is asking for a treatment does not mean that the practitioner must go ahead with the procedure. Something that I see in my clinics often is a young patient who already has too much dermal filler in a certain area, and they have come in to see me for more of the same treatment. They're often surprised when I say no to them and decline the treatment. After I explain to them that doing this treatment is not in their best interest and it will likely make them look worse, they usually agree with me and they are happy that I've been honest with them. The easier approach would be to take their money and do the treatment anyway. However, this approach is not ethical and the practitioner is putting their financial gain ahead of the client's best interest. So, how can you avoid looking unnatural or fake and still enhance your physical appearance with aesthetic treatments? The easiest way to do this is to find a practitioner who has a proven track history of natural looking results. Have a look through their treatment before and afters and decide whether you think you would be happy with those kinds of results. It's important to do some research here and find out a little bit about your chosen practitioner. What is their level of skills and expertise? What level of training have they had? Are they a medical practitioner? How long have they been practicing medical aesthetics? And how many procedures have they carried out? The answers to these questions should help you decide whether this is the right practitioner for you and whether they can deliver impactful and natural results. The next question is a little harder to answer, but it's an important one. Does the practitioner have your best interest at heart? A good practitioner will put their clients at the center of the suggested treatment plan. They will suggest treatments that will enhance the look of their client, but also make them happier and address their areas of concern. And when it's required, they will be able to say no to certain treatments because they believe it is not in the best interest of the client. One last point about keeping your results natural and not going over the top. Dermal fillers eventually break down and Botox eventually wears off. However, the longevity of these treatments can vary dramatically from person to person, especially when it comes to dermal fillers. Depending on the area that is being treated and the type of filler that is being used, the results typically last for around 6 to 12 months. But in some individuals, the dermal filler can last a lot longer than that. This is why routinely topping up your filler is not advised, and prior to having repeat treatments, it's important that the practitioner assesses the area for any remaining filler and formulates an appropriate treatment plan based on this. It's not to say that you can't have repeat filler treatments within the 6 to 12 month range, but you and your practitioner should take into consideration that there may still be some leftover filler and adjust the treatment plan accordingly. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you have any questions regarding these treatments or any other treatments that we offer, please get into touch. Thanks a lot guys, bye now.